All right, so maybe, maybe I am a little distraught over what we saw today with Joe Biden. Maybe I was a little distraught. Maybe I was trying to put on a straight face or a little funny face, a little happy face. But deep down, I was distraught. Some people deal with things like this, distraught. They go and stuff their face with ice cream. They get fat. They go out and get some junky food. Feel sorry for themselves. Other people, they just go out and decide to buy one of these. They just say, you know what? Today's a good day. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. I went ahead and got this one right here. That's what I went ahead and did today. That's how I dealt with the distraught feeling inside my body. Why? Because when I, hopefully this year, start the very first Spiritual Retreat Adventures crew, I've been thinking this whole time, even way earlier, November, December of 2019, when we were thinking of doing this, and we'll rent some pickup trucks like we always rent one when we're out there in New Mexico. We'll take a crew of people up there, however many people sign up. We'll go up to the mountain. We'll go to this park place over here. We got some things to do. Go to the hot springs. A nice little set of things to do, basically. And but I thought to myself, it is Spiritual Retreat Adventures. So there is an adventure aspect, and yeah, going up there, renting some trucks and going up there, that's fun and all. But between you and me, would it be a little funner if there was a few four-wheelers laying around somewhere? And you could really go up in those mountains and go places where those trucks really aren't going to be able to go, and show people some serious history, such as a mine that's still up there. I believe FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, was an investor and had his own little cabin up in this one spot that they removed maybe 15 years ago because people were vandalizing it, and a guy decided to pull it off of there and put it into one of the local towns nearby at a lady's house. And I think I have one of these books that has a picture of him in it, sitting out there, and I'm like, oh my god, I stood right where that, one of the presidents stood from long ago. He also invested in Oak Island. So why is FDR investing in Oak Island? He's investing in this mountain over here, this operation that was going on at the time. Same mountain I'm looking for goodies in, just a different area of that mountain. More than one spot, but anyways, I thought, yeah, those pickup trucks ain't going over there. They can't. Not possible. A Jeep, sure, no problem. Side by side, absolutely. Four-wheeler, absolutely. And if you go in the springtime or in the fall time, the weather is fantastic. The smell of all that, the sage and the pine, you're up on the very top of the mountain, just cruising very slowly, and it's not even dangerous. It's not like you're dangerous, It's very easy to traverse. And I just thought to myself, I wouldn't mind showing some people a good time up there on the adventure side. Not just taking them up there, we're going to go to this one little spot, do a little meditation, a little lunch, and come back. Yeah, that's kind of cool and all, but there might be a little more time for some adventure, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm just thinking, get a couple of these things, which I just bought one of them, but I've already had, I have some things already, some of these outdoor toys. And I'm just thinking, again, just getting ready for that day that I think might be 2021 to start with. Get some people to come out there on the Spiritual Retreat Adventure website once we get that going again. And it may be a little different. JC may be stuck forever in Canada, and he won't be able to come down. So, might have to rework things. But I thought, well, Fred the Indian. Now that would be a good thing to have people come and experience. Like that one day When I first met him, he broke down in the town. I had no idea. One of the Indian friends that I did know calls me and my wife or texts us. This guy broke down. Him and his wife do these Native American healing sessions for people. They do it for donations, but we have to like charge $100 a head right now because his repair is expensive. Do you want to come? Yeah, me and my wife. Put us both down. $200, no problem, because it's going to a good cause, and my wife can experience something for once. Aside from me telling her stuff we were experiencing. And then again, I watched him do his thing, his ceremonial stuff, and starts reading people. And I'm like, whoa, what's this about? That's not what I was expecting, but I'm listening to him, and he's telling people some stuff that he should not be knowing about these strangers. And then he got to my wife. I listened to what he said to her, and I go, And then he got to me, as you know that story. He started telling me I was going to be an extremely wealthy man, and I was going to do good with this money. I was going to help people. And then I had to tell him, well, look, I'm looking for something on the mountain. He goes, I know what you're looking for. Pulls out this little gold flake. He goes, you're looking for that, but much bigger. Yep. You're going to find it. There's more than one. You're going to find them all. Whoa. Imagine me never meeting him never meeting me, never even bumping into him. Ever. And then listening to him read 15 or whatever, 12, 13, 14, 15 people. And hearing kind of, you're kind of hearing some of the personal stuff, Nothing like that. And then he gets to me and starts telling me that. I was the complete oddball. And then he gives me the gold flick. Take this with you whenever you go on these adventures. Always. Okay. So, imagine bringing him in as one of the nights on the spiritual retreat adventure. We don't have to go anywhere. It could be right. When I did it with him, we were right there on the backyard of somebody's. Right in their backyard. Just people brought chairs. They were told bring some chairs, which I've got plenty of outdoor chairs, by the way. Get a Airbnb house out there, whatever, like we always do. And, we'll make a little fire. Boom. All right, Fred, do your thing right here. Done, son. So there's other things that I've come up with in the meantime. Like, okay, well, if JC's out of it, I could maybe do this. If Dave can't come, maybe I can do that. So I've been thinking about all these things because ultimately, and from a long time ago, I've always wanted to do this. And when I initially thought about this, it wasn't with those two guys, to be fair. I just thought myself, one day, I'd love to do something like this, We're kind of like the ESETI thing, That's what kind of inspired me when I went to ESETI. Like, I'd love to do this one day, myself, But I would just have people come in like he does, and they would get paid or whatever, a little fee to come in and whatever. And I thought, yeah, I could do that, bring in some psychics, bring in whoever. Well, then I meet Fred. I didn't know I was going to meet him, and we met some other people there and all this stuff. So I was just like, I have options, is what I'm saying, if things don't work out initially as planned. So I'm looking forward to going out there. The channel had told me we see 4 trips this year. So, some with family, some with what we call compatriots, like Dave or JC or whatever. But again, he may be stuck up in Canada. So it's not going to stop me. I have to go out there. I've got to do what I've got to do out there. I have to. It's calling me so bad. And the channel typically lets me know that mountain is calling me. I must go there. And I have permission and all this stuff. And I'll tell you this real quick before I end this video. And I'm just trying to lighten the mood a little bit for you guys, because I know things were crazy today. I wouldn't expect. I told you, expect the unexpected. I told you, expect the scenario where Biden actually gets in there, because that could happen. And if it does, it doesn't change what I think. So guess what? It doesn't change what I think. Not yet. But I really did. I wasn't distraught, by the way. I'm not distraught. I'm really not. It sucked to watch it, because what I was really hoping to see, they're all here. Go get them. And then the news cameras turn off, and break commercial. Well, we have technical difficulties. We can't show you that. That's because everybody's being arrested. Like, would I have loved to see that? Absolutely. So my sadness was that didn't happen. Not so much, they looked at Biden. No, I don't care about that. As Penny said, worst case scenario, he gets in there. she goes, 2 months, I don't even see him anymore. Like something, I don't even know how he's gone. And he doesn't fit. But when I put Trump in there, he fits. So I don't know what's happening, but Trump is somehow going to get in there. That's what she said. Tons of psychics have said this. So these prophets, men and women of God, visions, the same story. Nobody's changed. Still saw it. So, no, I'm not distraught. It sucks to see it happen like that. So what? It's going to play out like it's going to. Cliff High just uploaded a new video today. Go check his channel out on YouTube, where he talks again about these next few days in 28th, 29th, that big peak, an emotional spike or whatever. And he keeps reiterating, do not get involved, because whatever is going to happen is already going to happen whether you're there or not. It's done. Therefore, if you got stupid and won a stupid prize and got put in jail, you're going to look back and go, oh my God, that happened anyways. That the result I actually wanted happened and I'm in here in jail. Something like that could be the potential. So don't bother. And I totally agree, and I totally feel fine about it. When I woke up this morning, I felt good. Like, I just felt like today's a good day. Today is a good day. And I'm over here searching for these damn things. I'm calling every power sports place within like 200 miles. Nope, we don't have any more of the 850 Sportsman. Nope. But we do have the high lifter edition. I don't want that because that's made for mud bogging. It's got different gear ratios. I don't want that crap. I want something to go up in the mountains and have a good time on the trails and that kind of thing with a little bit of power. Doesn't have to be the 1000. I'll take an 850. So, I want some decent gas mileage too. And these Polarises get really good gas mileage compared to like the Can-Ams. They're like not even close. But, and not to mention Can-Am's a Canadian company. I believe Polaris is American. God forbid we have a little problem with Canada. Got to get parts. Oh, sorry. Anyways, so nobody has them. They're all selling out. Inventory's low everywhere. A 1 month wait if you order one from the factory. Oh my God. One place. We actually have one. It's in our warehouse, which we can go get and have it back in the next day. Is it the camo? Nope. It's the orange one. On second thought, it's probably not a bad idea to be visible out there, or anywhere for that matter, So I thought, I don't care. You got one, I'll take it. And we already had a couple of used ones here that I've had for a while. And one's a 570 Polaris Sportsman, and the other one's a... What the hell is that thing? Suzuki? King Quad, maybe, I think. But it's also like a 400 or 450 or whatever the model is. And they're like 38 and 42 horsepower. This one's like 78 horsepower, whatever. But I just said, Evelyn, I told her today, I said, you remember what you told me when I paid the house off? You said it. Your words. I don't care what you do with the money at that point. You want to spend it or buy your little toy. I don't care. When this house is paid off, that's it. I'm happy. She goes, so I said, I reminded her of that. She goes, oh, I know. I've seen you looking at four-wheelers these last 2 days. Like, okay, well, just so you know, I went ahead and I got one. I'm going to the bank to get a cashier's check so I can go there tomorrow or maybe it's the next day. I think he said he'd have it tomorrow, actually. Go get the thing. But, again, I really enjoy those mountains. I've had such a good time. It's very positive. The energy is amazing. Amazing. And I'm thinking, no, I can't really take people to my dig sites, the few that we have. Which one's a main dig site, the other ones aren't really dig sites. We just know general area. We got to find a way in over here. There's some other ones that we're probably looking for on the mountain, treasure stuff. But, like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not taking people to go on a treasure hunt. But I can certainly take you to several places and tell you the history and the story where there's actually stuff over in these areas that hasn't been found either. And shit, you ever want to come back yourself, go for it, have fun. But it ain't gonna be in the ones that we're doing, and especially on my friend's property. But the ones up in the mountain, for the most part, yeah, have fun. But just taking you out there to experience the energy, the scenery, the smells, just everything. You're away from the effing city. You're away from everything. It's just you and nature, and it is just gorgeous. It just brings you to a place of just, oh my God, it's just, the views are just incredible. So I'm like, I'm doing good on Patreon. I did really good on Theta. I did the house thing. And again, I plan on trading. I think if this market dumps here in the next few days, based on whatever the hell I think it's probably based on Cliff High's emotional thing, which I still think, of course, is tied to the election. I believe he does too. Maybe the market pukes. Oh my God, I get back my Theta. Holy crap, I did that. Like, I'd be a pretty happy guy because I could use some of this money to buy some of these things so that when I really open up the old, spiritual retreat center, adventure center, both, it's all in one, we could go do some really fun stuff. Not just, come in here, get a spiritual only. No, you can do some of that. We're going to do some of that. And I'll maybe bring Fred in. Anytime he's willing to come, I'd love to have him. As a matter of fact, for every time I do this, I'd love to have him come for one of those 1 week periods or whatever. But, okay, there's that. And then let's go in the mountain. And we could stop and do a little meditation while we're there, in the name of spirituality. Maybe something will happen. I've had some things happen out there that are unexplainable. Maybe they won't. Because I'll tell you, that thing that presented itself to me and my wife that one time, when I got home to Florida, weeks later, I was home and thinking about what happened, and I asked it, could you do it again? And it did it again in my effing house. But I wasn't scared that time. I knew. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it just happened. Thrilled. But I've asked more after that. Hey, can you do it again? It's just me here. Can you do it? Or, hey, me and my buddies are going up the mountain. Can you present? It has not come back. So maybe it's just like one of those things like, no, I don't just come up on your beck and call. Like, no. But it's always with me from what I understand. And I will tell that story one day. Matter of fact, at the spiritual retreat thing, it is guaranteed I will tell the full story to anybody there that's at when we do that. That'll be part of one of the nights that I speak and tell my story. Basically, how I started, what happened to me, why am I doing this now, what led me here, and then the whole New Mexico story and the mountains and the digging and all that stuff, and what happened on the mountain and in my house. It's an incredible story, but it's not one I want to tell publicly yet. So in a private setting like that, I have no problem saying it. But at any rate, look, just take a chill pill. I already know, and you're going to be tossing and turning tonight, many of you, maybe all of you, because this is going to bother you what happened today. It's going to eat at you. You're going to be fighting with your spouse. You're going to be yelling at your kids. And I'm going to remind you that like 2 months ago, when I had a channeling session, they came through, if you recall, because I mentioned this. Joe, we need you to do your little happy thing, sing your songs, keep people, happy and smiling, because she says January is when things get really rough. That's what she said. In January is when things really start. Not this whole year. No, it starts in January. And she specifically said people will come home from work, fight with their family, yell at their wives. They're going to be upset about things. So you should come out there in the calm way you do. Talk to people, make them laugh, make them giggle, sing your songs, beatbox, do your thing. Because they're going to need it. So that they don't get mad and they don't get angry and they don't drink their drink, as she said, like alcohol. She literally said that. I have the recording. It's more of a personal thing for me, but I'm telling you, I have the recording. And even if I played that little clip, it wouldn't hurt me, because that part's not really, it's personal. She's telling me to do that, but I don't mind telling you, making it public that she said that. The good news is I've already told you this prior to January. So there's that. And now here we are. People are very upset today. How many people, if you're I'm going to meditate and have a dream tonight. I wish you lots of luck. Because you're going to be thinking of so many things, how upset you are, they took over, they won, oh my God. You're going to have all these dumb thoughts. It's going to aggravate the crap out of you. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to toss and turn. And you want to know the funny thing for me? I lost way more sleep. And I'll tell you tonight, because I already know how I'm going to go to bed tonight. I'm going to go to bed fine. But when I would see things like the Sandy Hook shooting or the Boston Marathon thing or other shootings, and I told myself they got away with it. Oh my God, look what they did. Look what they're doing to anyone who tries to say anything about it. That made me lose more sleep. I've lost sleep over some of those things, not believing that they were doing this in a lot more detailed things, but not this time. I'm barely bothered by this. Why? Because I really wanted to see them go after him today. Oh my God, they're all there. The three former presidents are there. Mark Taylor prophecy. Oh, could it be? Oh, wait a minute. Jimmy Carter's still alive though, so hold on. He said 2 would have to be dead before they got arrested. Ah, shucks. But I was thinking, maybe, something, we would see some kind of fireworks today. I was hoping for that. So that was a letdown for me. Now we see what happens over the next few days, several days, whatever. 28th, 29th, Cliff High said was very important. And he reiterated again and again, do not do anything besides sit back and watch. Because whatever the ultimate outcome is, it's already set in stone. It's done. So that means if you did do something, you didn't do something, it does not matter. And I don't think it's not going to go in our favor, by the way, for that ultimate outcome. I think it will. And again, why is the Pentagon, I read it to you today, not giving the Biden team any information on anything, any operations, nothing? Are you kidding me? He's the commander-in-chief. He has to know right now if there's something going on in the Middle East. You're going to tell me, oh, sorry, sir, we can't tell you? He's got to make a decision. Unless he's not really in charge. Unless the military is actually in charge. Remains to be seen. Maybe, who knows? Maybe tomorrow, oh, breaking news, the Pentagon said they're working with Biden's team and they're going to, yes, they've released some intelligence, and it'll be garbage. Oh yeah, here we withdrew 200 troops from Afghanistan, sir. That's all. That's the only update for you today. Oh, okay. Who knows? Again, don't worry. Be happy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry, be happy. Ooh, ooh. They say you wanna go with your Joe to the mountains in New Mexico. Don't worry. Buy a 4-wheeler and be happy. Take it easy.